Welcome to my YouTube channel. Is he the right one for you? If you like these pick threes, please like and subscribe to my channel and click the little bell on the lower right hand side and you'll be notified when new ones are uploaded. Let's get right to this. Look at the three piles and be centered on the love that you are in a relationship with right now. Pick one of these three piles and we're going to find out if the one you're with is the right one for you. If you selected option number 1, there's a little bit of secrecy in your romance. You may not know everything about this person. They don't have an open book on their life. They just keep a little more reserved. You might have to spend some time to get to know them. There might be some transitions that the relationship goes through. The death card, tarot never predicts death. However, it does predict changes. And with the death card, this is big changes, which if you are not able to get through the big changes, this relationship will end, because that is the Nine of Swords and that is a painful ending for you. So wow, you're getting a lot of swords. So you guys, if you picked option 1, I want to ask you a question. Do you have a habit of bringing in relationships that are stressful or tend to be dysfunctional? And the Seven of Swords is, there is a side to this person that's a little disturbing. And are you looking at it? And disturbing, I don't mean dangerous. I just mean maybe little white lies. Maybe you don't always know the truth. And wow. For you guys, this is painful, and I can't deny that this isn't painful. If you picked pile 1, this relationship has some major renovations or repairs. I don't know how you're going to get through this with all these. This feels like you have a pattern of drawing in some unhealthy relationships. The cloak is hidden. He's wearing a cloak, and all 3 of these cards are a hidden aspect. So you guys, I'm actually going to pull another card because all of these indicate that this relationship could potentially be not the healthiest one you've ever had. So I'm actually going to ask, what does those who selected this pile, what do they have to know to break this habit so they don't draw in relationships that are painful? There's another painful card. In fact, look at this, 2 5 of Cups. So it looks like you definitely have this pattern, okay? And so you need to turn around and instead of focusing maybe on your own suffering that you had in your past, and are you kind of repeating that? This is just a time to get real, look at what you're drawing in, but look at there. There's 2 cups here that are opportunities for you to change this, okay? To change this in yourself. So you have to be patient. This is a step-by-step process. And although the 7 of Pentacles means that you can overcome this, but you've got to use your observation skills. Don't be going by your heart. Don't be saying, oh, my heart does this. No, this is using your mind. 7s are the thinking mind. So the 7 of Pentacles is saying you observe the behavior in this relationship and you decide with your mind, does it make sense for me to stay in this relationship? So for you guys who happen to choose option 1, I want you to really observe it with your mind and say, am I really getting joy out of this? Okay, if you elected the second option, your reading begins now. So this reading has some conflicts and pain and suffering. There's a suffering aspect to it. Now that, oh my gosh. What's going on here, you guys? Let's just have a talk right now. This is the same card from 2 different decks, 9 of Swords. So you've got some worries and concerns about the relationship that you're in. Okay, so you want to have love, and you are making a big choice. You're here in this relationship wondering, is this really the one? And boy, the last 2 cards, they're going to tell the story for sure. You've got to have incredible strength, right? And so let me tell you guys what this is. Yes, this relationship, I'm going to put this one up here. This relationship it is not perfect. Which one is? None of them. But this has some worries. You have some worries and you have a choice to make. But you are strong, okay? You are strong. And in the end, this is the Three of Wands. In the end, you're going to choose, you could choose to set this person free, but you know what? If you set some boundaries and this person listens to you and they actually make an effort to have some good changes, you actually could, survive the turbulence of this relationship. But there's some boundaries that have to be set. You've got to be strong. You can't be, weak, that you're a victim and you're suffering. You've got to stand up and be an equal to this person, and they have to treat you fairly. This is a card about treating you fairly, and you'll say, you're going to treat me fairly and things like this, or I'm going to get the strength and set myself free. You're actually setting them free, but it actually sets yourself free. So you guys have a chance to work that out, but you've got some struggles and challenges, that is for sure. All right. For those of you who chose option number 3, option number 3, 10 of Wands. So there's some hardships going on in this relationship, as most relationships do. And this is causing you some little bit to feel like, what have I done? Is this the right person? Is this just another pattern? Sometimes this is the pattern card where I seem to find or have relationships with people who have a lot of problems, and you are a strong person, so they tend to kind of like dump all their problems on you, or you tie into their problems. This is the 8 of Cups, which means that there is a sense that if this doesn't go right, or if these relationships haven't gone right in the past, that you will this is the 8 of Cups, that if this doesn't emotionally satisfy you, you walk away from it. However, the cards are indicating that, if you can work through the burdens and your fears, and you work together, right? You work together, and the first sign of a problem, you don't abandon it, then, your prayers can be answered. So it takes work. See how she's holding and focusing this relationship, and she's saying, okay, we might be different, but ask yourself if you have a pattern that the minute something doesn't feel right, you leave, or maybe you draw in people that the minute they don't feel right, they leave. So this is that, to be loyal. This is the dog, loyalty. So you can be loyal to a relationship. So this might be that you have to do some shadow work to see where your loyalty to having a relationship is, because you definitely have the potential here with the Queen. So is he the right one? He's not perfect. No one's perfect, but if this person is loyal to you and they're upbeat, happy, they make you feel good, I'm going to say that you don't have to, always run and bail and leave. This could be one worth staying and working out. Thank you very much for sticking around and having some fun.